Okay, so 3-phase to single-phase conversion for modern C9, C10, F9 and F10. If your control box on your hoist looks laid out similar to this, then I am talking to you. First thing to check, your transformer here. If it has two different input voltages here, this conversion can be done. As you can see here, if we're using 10 and 11, the box knows to run on 240 volt. If we're using 10 and 12, the box knows it will be running on 415 volt. If your transformer looks like this one here, where you have multiple inputs, however they are all less than 240 volt, this is a single phase box and you can't do this conversion. If your transformer looks like this and all of your inputs are above 380 volts, that is a 3-phase box and you can't do this conversion. So first thing to check is that you have this transformer with both 240 volts or 415 volts as a input option. Second thing I recommend doing first, mount your motor, run all your wiring through the post, have it come out the bottom, connect all your plugs and wire in your motor wires to the contactor, making sure that your active from your motor lines up with T, or in this case T1, and your neutral is lining up with R or R1. Ignoring S entirely, that's only used when the box runs in 3-phase. Next step, tell the box that it's running on 240 volts and not 415 volts. From the factory, T2 here will come in position 12, which defaults to 415 volts. All you gotta do is just swap that to there, and now the box knows that it's running on single phase. Which begs the question then, your lead coming in obviously is a 4-core wire, which is designed for 3-phase. Now, once the box is in single phase mode, one of these phases will become the active, one will become the neutral, and then one is no longer used. Which one's which? Great question. Up on the back of the isolator here, because we're using T and R in both situations here, that one's upside down, T and R, your T and your R lined up on the back of this switch are the two wires we will be using. S, if you can see through there, lined up with the grey here, is now no longer used. So in this situation, grey is now redundant and does nothing. T is the active. So in this case, the black wire is the active and R is the neutral. So in this case, the brown wire is the neutral. The reason I say in this case is because the positions of these colored wires I've noticed tends to change. It's kind of just put in there in any random spot, because if this was 3-phase, it wouldn't matter. However, after this isolator, everything else is always the same. So in order to find which color you're no longer using, look for S. Whichever lines up with S is no longer used. So for me, this is gray. For you, it might be brown or black. Again, T will be used as the active, and T will be used as the active, and R will be used as the neutral. So in my case, black will become the active, the brown will be the neutral, grey is not longer used, just leave it there, don't take it out, it's just not used, and then obviously your earth will stay earth.